Try to be.
Happy Easter. We from the Ride have hidden a few eggs all over this elevator shaft. Unfortunately, someone broke them all for their breakfast omelet, so you'll have to make do with some pointless trivia instead. I won't pick on you for playing alone. It looks like life is picking on you enough already.
Cruel.
Are you new to the Ride? The team will be pleased. They are quite tired of having to spell everything out to all those newbies. As you no doubt know, these are your buzzers.
Yes, I know.
Please allow me to remind you that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. That's it for our time together. I will see you at the bottom.
All right. One day we will.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Rewrite is brought to you by Countdown Calendars. Your days are numbered, so you might as well keep track. And now, please welcome the man who truly does know Jack, Sam Feely.
Hi there, and welcome to the show. So
Hey,
you're one of
Sam.
the types who...
Everybody, hold on a second, please. Sam, what's the meaning of the document on my desk?
You can read, can't you? It's my resignation notice. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that on the document itself.
Yes,
Are
but...
you really holding up the show to ask me why I'm quitting, or are you trying to guilt trip me?
No, it's just kind of coming out of nowhere, and I'm honestly...
Out of nowhere? Please. I've had it up to here with this gig. Everyone keeps complaining about too many sports questions and how I'm too abrasive, as if that isn't this game's entire MO, and the other guy was better. How could they say that with a straight face? Has literally anyone else here ever played a You Don't Know Jack game before?
What the hell is happening? Sam, what's this all about?
Oh, do you not have ears or something?
No, I do. It's just, you can't just leave.
Why? Because I'm pulling all the funding and your operation's gonna go tits up without it?
No, dude, you're the first person I've met that actually shares my vision about what's possible with this format.
Oh, sure. Can we just get on with the damn game already instead of continuing this very public and very pathetic breakup talk?
Yes, go on. But please come see me after the episode.
This
Yeah,
must have been
whatever.
what
Need
the
to hand in
Beatles
my
were
keys
like when they
anyway.
broke
Let's
up.
go.
And now, please welcome a man who has Cookie Masterson on speed dial, Sam Feely.
Welcome to the game, and while I appreciate the smiles and support, even if it's sincere, I have always had a hard time internalizing words. I need action, and now you're about to get some. Not like that, though. I'm married. Get ready to ride, and once you get off, stick the landing.
Okay.
Hit your buzzer. Nice job. That was my allowance when I was 8. Your category is... 99 bottles isn't infinite. Alright, this one's a fill in the blank, so get ready to type in your answer. You know the seemingly endless children's song, 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall? Why are kids singing about beer anyways? Doesn't matter. What matters is this. If you've just finished taking the antepenultimate bottle of beer down, passing it around, and drinking it, how many bottles of beer are left on the wall? Type it in when you know. Only 2 left.
There you go.
Once you've drunk the antepenultimate or second to last beer on the wall, all that's left are the penultimate bottle and the ultimate bottle.
Sam,
Now I wish I had 99 bottles of beer to get through this.
what is up with you? You can't just leave out of nowhere.
Look, man, I've already had the out-of-nowhere talk with Tyler, so if you want the details, go talk to him and let me do what's left of my job. Besides, weren't you the one who snarled at me to get out of your booth just a few weeks back? Shouldn't you be elated at this?
Come on. You said you were gonna rearrange my face a couple of weeks back, and now we play cards at Clark's every Saturday night.
So,
you know
no,
things have changed,
so you
and for
just
the
have to
better,
hold
too. So
everything,
what gives with a sudden
on each
disappearing
other.
act?
Holding up the game.
You know full well that is the only thing that'll get me out of this booth. Mark my words, this isn't over.
Do I even need to comment on this work environment? Next question. Now's the time to hit your buzzer and select the value. Affirmative, Ghost Rider. Here's the category. Final Schminal. Have you heard they're going to do another Final Destination movie? And that is one franchise that could have just stayed dead if it were up to me. Have less fears about driving behind logging trucks. Which of these is not a final destination for one's soul in any mythology? Garodamana, Helheim, Bagatorp, or Moksha?
I have no clue.
Bagatorp is a small village in Sweden, not any sort of mythical afterlife.
Oh.
I could probably at least delay my trip to the afterlife a few years if I lived in Sweden instead of wasting away in whatever this is.
You mean in the US or like this place?
Yes! Rise and shine, millennials. Let's get this. Good shoot. All right, here's what we're doing. Grab the tray, be the tray. Eyes on the prize. Suppose it was Judas's turn to pick up the dinner bill and it just so happened to be at the Last Supper. If the bill matched exactly the amount he received for betraying Jesus, about how much would he have to pay per person at the table? A piece of silver, 2 1/3 pieces of silver, 4 pieces of silver, or 7 1/2 pieces of silver? I told you not to do that! Judas was paid 30 pieces of silver for his betrayal of Jesus, and there were 13 people present at the Last Supper, Jesus plus his 12 apostles. Any calculator worth its salt will tell you that that makes 2 1/3 pieces of silver per diner. But a $30 meal for 13 would only rank as Jesus' second greatest miracle, just behind having 12 friends in his 30s.
Sam, here, look who I brought.
Alright, fine, I get it. Having friends isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Okay, so this right here is Phil. Phil, this is Sam Feely.
Oh my God! The Sam Feely? The real Sam Feely?
Do I look fake to you or something?
Holy crap! I've always wanted to meet you. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap.
Hi?
I've been following you since your minor league days. You enchant every booth you enter, especially this one. The last guy who did this was such a pathetic hack. He made W look like Socrates. Thank the heavens you took over.
Phil, is it? Do go on.
Please don't.
Buzz in for the Bucks, baby. Allow me to introduce jobs you never should have signed up for. Oh, you mean like this one? The more I've been around here, the more I realize why Cookie and Nate and the rest hated this job and each other so much. Anyway, if you boldly proclaim to be the Alpha and the Omega, what might someone familiar with the scientific usage of said symbols mistake you for? A scuba diver in the movie industry, an electrician in the aviation industry, a mixologist in the traffic planning council, or a software developer moonlighting as a sex worker?
I think it's 2.
Alpha in aviation is the angle of attack of an aircraft, and the Omega symbol in electricity is used as a shorthand for the unit ohm, which measures resistance. Speaking of mistakes and unqualified people, hey Phil, you got any more to say about the previous guy?
Oh, for f***'s sake.
Fucking hell, yes, that other guy. Have you ever seen this much concentrated incompetence in one spot? How the f*** does this guy sleep at night knowing he's excreted countless piles of worthless shit onto this pitiful planet week after week?
Okay, Phil, I think that's enough.
If I ever meet that miserable excuse for a wannabe quote-unquote host, I swear I'll throw a fresh turd at him so that he can reunite with his family or something. Thank you so much for bringing some dignity to this show, Sam.
Gee, Conan, where you pulled this guy from? He sure is spitting straight facts.
Mother. By the way, hey, Sam, will you sign my NFT? Digitally, I mean. I swear, with you and me working together, we can make mountains of money selling this to fans all over
Get the f*** out of this booth right now!
What? Hey, wait, what?
Have him killed.
Right. Yeah.
Hit your buzzer to punting Putin's poutine.
Oh,
This is a
dear
damn
God.
gibberish question, isn't it? Oh, wow. Splendid. Gibberish. Let me guess, we saw the growling Rottweiler sound effects with these two? Because these are about as intimidating as a golden retriever puppy. The real gibberish category is fun games to play during funerals.
Now remember, as time runs out, so does the money, so the sooner you buzz in, the better.
Alright, look alive out there and tell me what popular saying this rhymes with. Hide coffin, do a fun bet, and ignore the punctuation.
Hide coffin, do a fun bet. Hide coffin, do a fun bet. Hide coffin, do a fun bet.
You might see this at the end of a movie. A gratuitous post-credit scene.
Hide coffin, do a fun bet.
You might see this at the end of a movie as the good guys move towards a bright future. Oh, so fiction. Got it. It's late, the sun is red, and they're moving straight towards it. Better hurry up and type an answer then.
Okay.
Ride. How appropriate. If only I could see a single trace of sunlight from here.
Okay, but this won't make headlines, but you gotta start somewhere. Now let's see the category.
No more Mr. Noose Guy.
Let's check out the question.
Based on the way they died, which fictional character ended up at the end of their rope? Sidney Carlton from A Tale of Two Cities, Ollie from Game of Thrones, Hamlet's dad in Hamlet, or Tommy from The Shawshank Redemption? When Jon Snow is resurrected, he orders the execution of his steward Ollie and 3 other treasonous fellows by hanging.
There you go.
And we all know how the rest of Game of Thrones ended because that superfan in the office still won't stop bitching about how much they hated it. Jesus, Liz, let it go!
Pick a valley. Here we have...
Figaro Figaron't.
We're rocking and we're rolling.
If it really ain't over till the fat lady sings, which of these operas can never be over? Don Giovanni, The Barber of Seville, The Flying Dutchman, or Billy Budd? Billy Budd is one of the few operas with an all-male cast, so there's literally no fat lady to sing.
Here we go.
It's also not polite to refer to someone as a fat lady, but in the case of... Please make this end.
Sam, I have in this here hand a pitch document. If you say the word, we'll run this on the existing infrastructure that Tyler and I have set up, and it'll be all yours. Give it a read.
Extension and production of the Poker Night at the Complex with Sam Feely? The fuck is this shit?
It's your own show. Full creative control. You can do whatever you want with it. I'll set up the technical side, Tyler will be your floor runner, and then it's your show and yours alone.
You think I want to run a poker show?
Well, I mean, you seem to really like poker.
Did it occur to you that I might not have time to run an entire show all by myself?
There's still staff that you can transfer from the rewrite, and then...
And what, you expect me to pay them double since I'll be working 2 shows and all?
Look, I'm just trying to extend
Yeah,
some...
no, I get it. You're trying to dangle a banana in front of me to get me to stay because you seem to think I'm a dancing monkey.
Sam, that is not what I
Get the
think.
hell out of my booth, Conan.
Out of your... Well, I was a bit of a jackass, wasn't I?
Out!
Yeah.
Thank f*** we're almost done with this.
Something.
Bingo.
The Germans say auf Wiedersehen, but Frenchmen say adieu. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Americans say screw you.
Bienvenue à adieu.
Remember to buzz in when the first letter of the correct answer lights up. If you collect all 5 letters first, you take home the bonus.
We could use this.
On your mark, get set, bang, go!
Latin stage direction for They Leave. Exeunt?
Excellent.
Part 1 of Dante's A Divine Comedy.
Inferno. Come on.
Hawaiian for hello and
Aloha.
goodbye. Aloha oi, oi vey. Laid to rest with funeral rites.
Interred. Come on, dude.
French word for melancholy boredom.
Ennui.
Ennui. The last month of the year?
Obviously, that's December.
It means 10th month. Calabria is the toe of the blank peninsula. Hey!
Italian.
London's Tower Bridge goes to the blank end.
I don't know. East End.
To end a marriage.
Divorce.
D-I-V-O-R-C-E. Buried 6 feet blank.
Under.
You're getting over. Mwah, I do.
Not pretty, but take it.
That belongs to you. Take a picture. It'll last longer. How much is this one worth to you?
All right, I've got a category for you. Tighter than a pig's skin. Oh yes, it's a sports question. Next smartass who whines about it is getting thrown down the trapdoor after I use their carcass to manually bust it open. Which of the following suggestive statements most accurately describes a tight end in American and Canadian football? They can go both ways offensively. They hand their ball to the quarterback between their legs. They try to jump on the quarterback, or they stuff it up the backfield.
What?
Tight ends in gridiron football can act as linemen for pass and run blocking assignments and as receivers on passing plays. And with all those tight ends on the field, it's no wonder the first thing I want to do after the game is hit the showers.
Okay, how much money am I giving away?
That's what we're playing for, and here's what we're playing. Finish him. Oh, finally over. Almost. Just a jack attack left. Unless that demon decides to pop out of the damn teleprompter or something. Considering their country of origin, which of these characters is most likely to say a Finnish line? Snufkin, Pippi Longstocking, Robbie Rotten, or the Emperor got tricked by those two tailors? Snufkin is from the Moomin series, first published in Finland, although it originally used Swedish.
Thank you.
Now, can anyone tell me how to say one more question? I'm finally the out of here in Finnish. Okay, Conan, whatever the you come up with this time, you are not going to ruin my mood with...
Sam,
Oh. Fancy seeing you outside of your little control booth.
what do you want, Sam?
A hand job and a stick of beef jerky would be nice.
Oh, cut the crap. I'm asking you a genuine question. Please show me some respect and respond with a genuine answer.
Tyler, this is about what I don't want, and that's to be exploited. It was bad enough when I was overworked as an unpaid volunteer at the beginning of my career. Now I'm the one pulling the purse strings, and people are still taking advantage of me in the same way.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I can assure
You're
you...
sorry I feel that way. Oh, get the out of here, Tyler.
You know what? Fine. Fuck off then. See if I give a damn.
Let's get this over with.
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a value.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. Here's the very last clue of the very last episode. Capping it off. This is the last Jack Attack for God knows how long, so make it count. Good luck.
Pokemon. Oh, okay, so we're talking about hats here. Hey, I like that fedora. I was gonna say, hey, too cute to be sus. How's it going? Pushkana. Spaghetti head, maybe? I have no idea about pasta variants. Oh well.
There. Are we done? God almighty. I was fine with investing in this place and contributing as much as I did behind the scenes, but my money was not a license for the rest of y'all to sit around with your dicks in your hands. This is a team effort. When was the last time you saw Musk or Bezos or Ellison or any other billionaires get their hands this dirty? I'm not nearly as wealthy as any of them because I have something called empathy, and empathy is a two-way street.
What the fuck? Sam, your ego is eating itself. You're lashing out at everyone and acting like it's everyone's fault but yours. You have become everything you hated.
Everything I hated about whom exactly?
Well, yes, me, but that's kind of my point here. For having had so much to say about kettles, you sure have turned into a bit of a pot.
Shut your mouth. Yeah, I admit it. I have anger management issues that make Schmitty look like Mr. Rogers. And yeah, maybe I could have done more or done certain things differently,
so
but...
what? You say that we're all sitting around with our dicks in our hands, and now you say that you could have done more? Which one is it, Sam?
It's both. I'm trying to be as flexible as possible, but being too much of a people pleaser is my biggest weakness, and that's exactly why I'm f***ing all the way out of here. I need to disappear and not deal with people. And besides, it's Christmas. I'm going home to see my wife, see a therapist, and then we're going to take a long overdue vacation. Just be happy that everyone still has money in their bank accounts, because I doubt that'll be the case in a few weeks if this game is even still up by then.
We're all gonna need therapy after dealing with you two for the last 8 months.
Well, good thing yours truly ensured that your vacations and your therapy are covered.
How is this show gonna stay afloat after the new year?
Figure it out yourself, mate. I already solved enough of your problems. I refuse to suffer for other people's incompetence any longer. If you show me a plan that's worth investing any more of my time, money, and brain cells, I'll sign off on it. You know how to reach me. But until then...
So that's that then.
Yeah, that is, in fact, that.
What do we do?
I have no fucking idea.
Might as well close up shop at this point. There's no point to keeping this up. We were gonna go bankrupt anyway if Sam hadn't shown up.
Might as well, yeah.
Well, it's been a good run.
I guess.
I'll see you at Clark's. We can start tearing our shit down on Monday. No need to rush things.
Yeah. See you there. No.
What?
No.
What do you mean?
I said no! I refuse. I refuse to let this project die. I refuse to let our work disappear. We have earned this. And that doesn't just include me and you, it also includes Sam, and includes every single one of the writers, producers, and editors in the back. We are a machine, and our purpose is to make this goddamned game. And we're not gonna just shut down because there's been a bit of a hiccup in the cogs now, are we?
But, Conan, how are we supposed to...
I don't f***ing care how. We'll make it work somehow. We are gonna get Sam back on board, we're gonna get our shit together, and we are going to keep doing this shit. Because if we aren't, then who the f*** is? And do we really, really want to live in a world where no one is doing this? Do we, Tyler?
I suppose not, Conan.
So there you go. We're in this together, and we're gonna do this together. So scrounge together the team, meet me in the conference room, and let's get this shit done.
Roger that.
Oh my goodness. Cat Wizzy. This concludes this episode of You Don't Jack the Ride. Final things, if you like what you saw here, be sure to put that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed.